Well, hello, everyone. This is going to be a little bit of a different podcast than what I usually do. I want you to think, have you ever felt overwhelmed? Like just everything is going at once. Springtime came this weekend and I was just like ready to go. And then I was on spring break and I did several things, work related, like business related at that time. And then I went back to work on Monday, forgetting that this week and next week is the busiest time at the university that I work at. For those of you all that don't know, I'm a senior advisor where I supervise advisors and also advise students in the criminology, sociology, anthropology, political science, and international affairs majors. And that's my full-time job. And then I also do a 10 to 15 hour a week teaching outside of that, sociology and criminology. This semester I've got sociological theory and then crime and pop culture. So, yeah, on top of my business. So, I did not go back prepared and I am exhausted and I did not have a topic for the podcast. Then I looked at my to-do list and I was like, ooh, okay, I am supposed to host the book club in April. It is the fourth Thursday in April. And I've been reading the book. And then I stopped because I got busy, ironically. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to share information about the book with you because I think I need to hear it too. So the book is Gentle, Rest More, Stress Less, and Live the Life You Actually Want by Courtney Carver. If you go to BeMoreWithLess.com, that's BeMoreWithLess.com, this is her website. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love the cover of the book. And I've been listening to the book, and it's one of them that I really, truly like. Courtney is a minimalist expert, and if anyone knows me, you know that that is the exact opposite of me. I love collecting things. I love things. I mean, just, yeah, I'm not a minimalist. But Gentle is kind of the don't do it all self-help book. And she says that it's the book that you need to live with less stress and more ease, less overwhelm and more joy by uncovering the gentle you. And the book has three parts. There's the rest, the less, and rise. And there's different challenges and little activities and practices that are really fun. And I have it on audiobook, and I've had to travel a couple of hours, 3 hours to my mom's and back, and I've been listening to it. And I thought, oh gosh, this is another one telling me I'm doing too much. But in reality, it's actually not doing that as much as it is helping you connect with the you that you want to be. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple, all the other places. But if you seriously look at what's going on, what's all around, you'll notice that may just be exactly what we need today. Now, I am going to play this little clip from CBS Good Morning Plus that she has on her website. And I'm going to start sharing. Okay, let's make sure this works.
How do you slow things down? Our next guest, Courtney Carver, is a minimalism and simplicity expert. She says you can be more with less. Her latest book, Gentle, Rest More, Stress Less, and Live the Life You Actually Want, reveals simple steps you can take to do just that. Courtney joins us now. Thank you so much for being with us. I love this concept of living a gentle life. What does that mean to you?
I think we're all so stressed and overwhelmed with our day-to-day lives and things that are going around, not only around us, but within us. And a gentler life, gentle, is really a departure from the advice to push through at all costs and instead to ease through and to take care and put yourself first.
I remember the Checklist Manifesto, which was a book about how you can get so much done by just making lists and crossing stuff off. I live that life, many hours of many days, but you here on page 16 have this idea of scheduling more nothing. It's a leap. It's a leap. How do I detox from the to-do list to the nothing list?
Yeah, exactly. Because even when you're doing nothing, I'm like, oh, I have to do that, I have to do that, I have to do that.
Well, I think what we have to consider is when we're always doing one more thing, which we always have one more thing to do, we know there will then be another thing to do after that. And we do that because we often measure who we are by what we do, by what we accomplish. And if we stay with that measuring system, it will never be enough. Life will just continue to be check, check, check. And I want more than that.
But Courtney, how do you do that? So many people are working parents. They have little kids. There's a lot to manage: the food, the house, the bills. How can people carve out that time for rest?
Well, they have to start with 5 minutes, for instance. It doesn't have to be an overnight transformation. It has to start with something simple and accessible, and often that is 5 minutes to sit down and rest.
You're a minimalism expert, and there's a chapter in here about how less organizing is better. I was expecting it to be about how more organizing is better. Please tell me more.
Of course. I'm not very organized, despite the fact that I'm very simple and don't own a lot of extra things. But that works really well for me because otherwise I have to get stuff for my stuff. I need a new container, a new bookshelf, a new room, a new house.
Yeah.
But with less, there isn't really anything to organize. And that leads to fewer decisions, more clarity, and fewer containers.
And is that... I actually have to go buy more containers.
Don't buy containers.
I do know, because we have boxes of papers. Anyway, so what is that connection then between rest and less stuff?
Well, in the book, there's 3 sections: rest, less, and rise. And I think these are all the steps to being more gentle with yourself, starting with rest, because that's the thing we resist the most. And then less, getting rid of the things that aren't important to you in your house, on your calendar, so that you have time and space for the things that really matter to you.
And that'll allow you to rise?
And that will give you solid ground to rise from.
I love it.
All right. The most important part of the less stuff is getting the stuff out of your house, you wrote in your book. So I need to deal with some boxes of donations in my basement.
But maybe not deal with it. Maybe do nothing.
Do nothing. Just rest.
The book's out today. I think it really does change your mindset, and I think people can get a lot out of it. So thank you.
Especially at a time now where we're all on our phone and all trying to...
Frazzled.
Yes, yeah. Frazzled is the word. Courtney Carver, thank you so much. The book, again, is Gentle. It is on sale today wherever books are sold. How do you slow things down? Our next...
Okay. So I thought that was just really wonderful. And the fact that it's really what I need to hear. So if you want to learn more about the book, go to BeMoreWithLess.com. She has a thing here that says start here, and it is just really wonderful about subscribing to her email, following her on Facebook. She has a Pinterest page, which is really interesting. And then she also has some articles like how to become a minimalist or becoming debt-free 21-day guide, 7 tiny steps for beginners, that type of thing. And there's all kinds of information about who she is. And she also has 2 more books. One of them is called Soulful Simplicity: How Living with Less Can Lead to So Much More. And I think that, let's see. Oh, you can download a chapter there. That's wonderful. And then before that is Project 333, the Minimalist Fashion Challenge that proves less really is so much more. And it's wear just 33 items for 3 months and get back all the joy you were missing while you were worrying about what to wear. I think that that's my main issue whenever I go to any job, is trying to figure out what to wear. What am I going to be comfortable with? What am I going to do with that? And then there's a challenge on her website. There's also the fashion guide that's there, and then a membership. So if you really enjoy the idea of this book and you want to know more, please go to her website and purchase the book. It's Gentle. Again, that website is BeMoreWithLess.com. And if you want to join us for our virtual book club, which is so much fun, we are doing that on April the 23rd at 7 o'clock It lasts till about 8. And it's the spiritual book club for women. So what we do is we gather on Zoom. We talk about a different book. We talk about what we feel like, how it affects our life and how we're going to incorporate it. And sometimes we don't like the books and sometimes we love the books. But it is free. So what you want to do is go to our sponsor's website, Cosmic Connections in Nashville. The website is yourcosmicconnections.com. That's YOURCOSMICCONNECTIONS.com. And if you go there and you can use if you go to their website, you can use this code Bertina, BERTENA 10. And, Bertina, BERTENA podcast 10. And you can get 10% off on something in the store. And if you live in the United States, they will mail it to you. If you come to the book club and you read the book and you say hello and you tell me that you learned about it here on the podcast, I may give you a $10 gift card to go shopping with. So we will see. So take a few moments, look around, and then, if you want to learn more about books, we do the book club every few months. I think the next one is in July and then September. Also, my books are on my website, bertina.org, BERTENA.org, and just click on books. And it has the list there, and it takes you to bertinabooks.org, which is, my website for that. I have Angel Reiki, Unlocking the Secret of Tarot, Oracle Insights, How to Meditate When You Think You Can't, Reiki 1, 2, and 3, The History of Tea Leaf Reading, Spirit Guide Communication, and I'm missing one. Nope, that's it. And I'm working on some more, but check those out. But as a educator in the secular and the non-secular world, absolutely love to read. So what I may be doing a little bit more on these podcasts is doing some more book suggestions. So if you like that, let me know in the comments. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, follow. And if you want to get to know my more about me, go to bertina.org, scroll all the way down, sign up for my newsletter, and you'll get a newsletter on Monday about my weekly events and on Wednesday about my podcast. This podcast comes out every Wednesday morning, and I look forward to hearing from you all. So just reach out to me. Social media, I am Bertina11, BERTENA. My birthday's 11/11, so that works perfect. I am on Facebook pages, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Threads, and Blue Sky. Yeah. So just follow me on any of those. Visit yourcosmicconnections.com. Visit my website. And I really hope that you come to the book club in next month. I'll see you there. Have a good night, everyone.